Today, I'm talking about rust. Anybody that lives in the Midwest or Minnesota, you know what I mean. It destroys your car from the bottom up. So what I'm going to show is a product I've been using for years and that I've had really good success with in helping to mitigate rust on your vehicles. And it's relatively cheap and easy to use compared to conventional rust proofing like sandblasting and painting or sandblasting and powder coating. You know, just things you're not going to do on a daily driver, that you're not going to do on your pickup, but you want to make the thing last, you know, because vehicles are outrageously expensive and new ones are kind of junk. So you want to keep your old shit on the road. This is what I do to really help with the rust. So here's what it is. It's a product called Fluid Film. Bought this 5-gallon pail on Amazon for about 190 bucks. So pretty reasonable, and you can get a lot done with 5 gallons. It's actually non-toxic, which is nice. And what this stuff actually is, it's wool oil. Oil from wool. And it's dyed black. You can buy it in black, otherwise it comes natural color. It's kind of a amber. I opted for the black. It's a little bit more money, but then it actually looks nice, like undercoating. But it will have dust stick to it. This stuff always stays tacky, and it looks like grease, but it's kind of got a thinner consistency to it because it's sprayable. But it cleans off your skin just fine. It really doesn't damage paint. And it does wipe off. It always stays active. It will never dry. And you know, if rocks kind of hit it, it breaks through, but it self-heals. This stuff creeps. So it actually works pretty dang nice. And you can spray it right on rust, and it's going to really help slow it down where it's at. So it's not like you got to have, you know, sheet metal that's free of rust or anything like that. Everything I've used this on, it's already got rust, and I just don't want it to get worse where it really starts to show or really causes problems. So it's really nice that way. You don't have to spend a tremendous amount of time, you know, sandblasting and prepping, and you do have to clean, but not extensively. You don't have to get the grease off it. You don't have to clean that much because it kind of is almost like a grease that you're spraying on. And then I did buy this Fluid Film spray gun kit from Amazon from a company called Warehouse 9000. It came with 3 containers, and that's what you fill them up with your fluid film, which is nice. You can have 3 ready to go, so then you can just start spraying. Here's the spray gun for it. Pretty simple. You hook up your air hose and pull the trigger, and she just starts spraying. And then it came with these wands that thread into the end here. And these are to snake inside of panels. This one's an open-end one. So this is like for inside frame rails or inside of inner panels that you don't have good access to. This one has a 360-degree wand on the end, so it sprays out all directions. So not a bad kit. This kit was like 95 bucks. It also came with body plugs, which is really nice. You can drill into, you know, like a rocker panel or into a door jamb area. So then you can get in there with these wands and spray inside panels that you wouldn't otherwise be able to access, which is really important because vehicles oftentimes for body panels, they rust from the inside out. So it's important to get the inside of the panel coated. And these body plugs are just to plug the hole after you drill a hole to gain that access. And so the car I'm working on, it's my old lady's car. It's a 2012 Charger. It's in pretty nice shape yet. We like it. Want it to last. It's already got some rust, but so be it. You know, other than that, it's in good shape. It's got 150,000 miles on it. So as far as the process of actually doing this, first things first, you got to get it up in the air, get the wheels off. Secondly, you need to gain access to be able to get to the areas that rust. So you're going to want to remove like your wheel well plastics, rocker panel plastics underneath, like that shield there. You know, your wheel well trims, which I already did that on this side. Here's a big one underneath, full of gravel. It's wet. A lot of these areas hold a lot of moisture. So I got my wheel wells out. You can see there's some rust starting here. The rocker panel's got some rust on this car. But once the plastics are out, you're gonna wanna go ahead and just take like the garden hose and wash it out, mainly to get like the gravel out of areas. Like there's a lot of sand and silt and gravel built up. Like you can see there's a lot of debris sitting down in this fender because it falls in here and it can't get out and it just sits. And that's where that fender will rust. So we wanna get all that crap cleaned out so you can get in there and spray. And underneath the car too, where those wands come in really handy, for example, is like the subframe section. You can get up inside there. This has already got rust, obviously. Spray it with fluid film. It's gonna really help last a lot longer than if you just left it bare and left it to rot. I'm gonna hit these floor plans. I don't want them rusting out. I'm gonna hit the fuel tank strap, these suspension parts that are getting rusty, the subframe, you know. Achilles heel on Chargers and some of these newer cars, they're actually filled with foam inside, and so there's not much, unfortunately, that you can do with this car. This one, there's a body plug here. I wanted to get in there and gain access with that spray wand, but you can't because it's filled with foam, sound deadening foam from the factory, so that really sucks. This one is rusting from the inside out like they all do, but there's not a heck of a lot you can do with it, unfortunately. I am gonna try to get inside this quarter panel here and maybe into this dog leg. I'm gonna drill an access hole here and see what I find. Just because I have the body plugs, it's easy enough to put one of those little plugs back in here. Yeah, I'm gonna drill a hole and see if we can't gain some access inside that quarter so I can get in there and spray. Here we go. So I got my access hole drilled. It's actually double panel. There's 2 layers of steel there, and they kind of have the inner pretty damn tight. Not the greatest access, but hey, I can still get in here with this wand and I can blast this, you know, quite a ways back into this quarter panel, and it's really going to help stop the old girl from exploding with rust bubbles all the way along there. So I'll say that's a win, and I can push it down here the dog leg a little ways, so it's really going to help flood that whole area and keep the old girl from exploding for a while. So I suppose I better get washing and then get spraying. Well, it's fluid film day. Got my gun set up. I got the 360-degree spray wand on this. I'll just spray it here a little bit so you can see what it does, how it acts. Spraying 360 all the way around. Yeah, just got some in the face. That always tastes good. So yeah, like where I drilled my access hole here, I'll feed the wand in and then start spraying and pull it all the way through so you can see what we're doing. Wand is in there. Just start going. And in this case, how much fluid film am I putting there? All of it. Oh yeah. Fill up that whole cavity. I want that shit running out the bottom. This case, it's not going to do it because there's foam in that rocker panel, but I want a lot of fluid film in here. I don't want that pretty quarter panel rusting out, so I just keep going. Feed it the fluid film. Well, we're done with all the inner panel stuff here. Got in all the nooks and crannies inside the subframes, the bolt-on subframes, engine cradle, the rear one. All those little nooks and crannies where all the salt and water and debris like to get in and rot your stuff out. So now I'm on just to the outside outer panel rust proofing, which I pretty much usually start in the middle and work my way out. You tend to stay a lot cleaner that way because this shit gets everywhere. And yeah, it's simple as much of it. All of it. So we're definitely getting to the point in this project here where the lattes are going to start tasting good. Because it's hot and sticky, and I'm hot and greasy. But everything's sprayed. All I got to do is put it back together now. I got inside subframes all over the sheet metal. Floor pans. Inside all the subframe. The bolt-on subframes. Heck yeah. That should definitely help keep the old Charger alive for longer. Much, much longer. So, now you know how to do the fluid film shuffle.